Hey guys, it's me, Veronica, but you call me V, right? Anybody out there? I've got my morning cup of blessed, which is now turning into my afternoon cup of blessed. I thought I would just pop in and see what you guys are up to and see how your spirit communication's coming along. How's it going for everybody out there? I seem to have a sluggish start here, both physically and electronically. So if you're out there, give me a shout. Let me know who's there. I feel like every time I come on and I do these things, I want to sing Pink Floyd. Is there anybody out there? Oh, okay. Here we go. Hey, good morning. Hi, DJ. Oh, you want help? You can't hear spirit. I love it. I love it. It's funny because the song, um, all the boys gather for my milkshake in the backyard. I don't know. I don't know what I'm saying. This is really just coffee. It's nothing else in it. Remember that song though? My milkshake and the boys, and they all want to gather. All right, I'm a little bit crazy. Hi, Oracle. Hi, Janice. Hi, Aromatic. Hi, DJ. Hi, Daniel. How are you? Oh, Daniel, I love you too. Oh my God. Listen, so this is going to be like an eclectic conversation, meaning maybe you could use the hi, Clark Smith. Maybe you can use the word. It's going to be a potpourri of conversation. So yeah, DJ knows the milkshake in the backyard. Am I crazy? All right. So I want to start out by saying this. If you've ever wondered what depression looks like, I want you to know it's right here. Yep. Depression takes on many faces. It takes on many roles. And here's the thing about depression. It's not exclusive, right? It hits everybody. And maybe some people label it different things, but the last couple of days, today's Monday, the last couple of days, I've been feeling in a funk. I'll call it a funk. I've been feeling depressed. I've been feeling disconnected. Everything that signals to depression. And I felt important to come on and say this. Depression is nothing to be ashamed of. It's nothing to hide from. And here's the thing. Since 2006, I have been taking a low dose of Effexor. Now, I'm not advocating for you to take medicine. I'm not even telling you what to do. I'm sharing my story in hopes that it normalizes this funk, this depression, this feeling of being lost and disconnected. So let me segue into what that has to do with spirit communication, because ultimately everything has to do with spirit communication. So let me back up. How did I get out of it? I'm going to show you. This is my drum. Now, I'm going to drum for a couple of minutes for you, and I want you to really be present, and I want you to really feel this, okay? You ready? I want you to feel this vibrate in your heart chakra. You feel it? It has been scientifically proven that when you have a connection to that rhythmic percussion or anything rhythmic, but for me, it's the percussion of the drum. When you have that, it actually does something to your brain. Now, I'm not telling you it's the cure for depression. I am telling you that what that does, scientifically, they've shown, is takes you from consciousness from this, or from this level of being here, this literal reality, into your subconscious mind. It calms the brain down. And in the subconscious mind, you get to have contact with all of the spirit beings that are ready and able to support you. So if you have ever said, I can't stop my mind keeps going, I want you to think about the rhythmic percussion of drumming. Shamans have drummed for hundreds of thousands of years. They have done rituals and ceremonies. Shamanism is all about connecting to nature, to spirit, in ways that are fun and uplifting. There's dancing, there's all of this. So if you are really feeling funky this holiday season, I want you to consider drumming. You can go on YouTube, and some of my favorite drummers on YouTube are Sandra Ingerman and Michael Harner. I'm not saying there aren't others, but they're my favorite. So I want to talk with you a little bit about how you can best get out of your head. Because pardon me, the reality is, if we're stuck in our heads, there isn't a whole lot we can do, to feel connection. So what you're going to learn right here on this video is the benefits, right, to getting out of your head. Why does it matter? Why is it important? You're going to know the difference between your head and your intuition. And we're going to experience that together. You're going to understand my favorite simple, easy peasy tool, right, to get you into an intuitive state of mind. And you're going to understand why all this matters, because it truly does. I want you to know the difference, what it's like being in your head versus being in your intuitive self. We're going to learn exercises to get you out of your head. So stick with me. I am super excited. By the way, enthusiasm is one of my main values. Can you tell? I'm super excited that you're here. I know that your time is valuable, and I appreciate you stopping by to learn from me. I promise this is going to be fun. It's going to be creative. And more than anything else, I'm going to get to the point, right? Because I don't like all that, hey. This reminds me of a story, and yet I digress. Have you ever gone to someone's house for a holiday dinner? Or any dinner for that matter, but for a holiday dinner, and they tell you, oh, we're going to eat at 3:00, right? So you get there, maybe 2:30, you don't want to show up right at 3, right? And all of a sudden it's now 3:30, it's 4, it's 4:30, maybe it's 4:45, and you still haven't eaten. Drives me nuts. Okay. So everything I teach, everything I share with you, I'm going to get to the point. All right. So let's get right to it. Where does anxiety come from? And how does it block your intuition? What role your body plays when it comes to intuition? And how to be more connected to universal energy, right? You're going to learn the difference between responding, fear-based, and reacting. You're certain you know what you're doing. And one simple step that's going to help you make better choices using your intuition. Now, I'm going to give you my very favorite tool. So, who am I? I'm Veronica Drake. My friends call me V. I'm a psychic medium. I'm an artist. I'm a teacher. I'm a wife. I'm an ex-wife. I'm a mother. I'm a grandmother. I suffer from depression. I probably drink too much coffee. I probably talk too much. And the truth is, spirit is the only saving grace in my life. So in 1996, amongst much chaos and drama in my life, I decided that I didn't want to live anymore. I was going to end it. I was in my car. I was driving very fast. I was careening my car towards a bridge abutment, and I was just going to be checking out. That was it. 1996. I was probably, I don't know, mid 30s, maybe 34, 35. I don't know. And careening my car, screaming fuck at God and every other thing you can think about, blaming God for everything. I was just over it. Life had really sucked. And I was blaming everybody, right? So I'm going, and I said, you know what? If this is not meant to be, you better show up. With that, this incredible warmth came over my car. I felt like I had to go like this. There was no room for me in the car. And I heard, "We've got you. You're never alone." And of course, I was shocked. I put my foot on the brake. Well, I didn't actually put my foot on the brake. I felt my pant leg lift up. I felt my foot put on the brake. I pulled my car over and I was like, what the fuck just happened? Right? Now, you might say that was my first initiation into the spirit world. Yes, I use the word initiation. Here's the thing, and there will be people that will disagree with this, and that's cool. You do you. But what I know is spirit will reach out to us through one of the D's: death, disaster, disease, or divorce, right? Always. And I feel like if you are aware of that, you're going to be looking for it. Okay? So, anyway, if you've had a D in your life, death, disease, disaster, or divorce, chances are you've probably been poked at and maybe even initiated into the next level. But maybe you didn't recognize it. So I want you to realize that you are more powerful than Google. Think about that. What do? Google's a verb. We go to Google all the time, right? It's simple. But what if I told you that you have your own built-in Google? Seriously, I lived my life searching for answers by seeking outside opinions for 40 years. It was exhausting. I'm not even kidding you. I second guessed everything I did. I was raised not to believe in myself. And when I went to take my own life, I was blaming everybody else. But here's the thing. I made all those choices that created the shitty, chaotic mess that was my life. That was a hard pill to swallow. So, where does anxiety come from? And that anxiety where maybe it just shows up like you can't sit still, or you can't stop chattering, or your mind never stops, right? It comes from your belief systems. Your life right here, right now, no exceptions to this rule that I know of, is an outward living experience of what you believe right here. Here's a perfect example. I know someone in healthcare, been in healthcare for 35 years. They are well versed. They've climbed the ladder. They know all of the contraindications for medicines with other medicines. They know all of that. That literature that you get with side effects? They know it all, right? So what do you think happens when they have to take a medicine? They think in their mind, I can't do that. I'm going to get XYZ, whatever the symptoms are. Now, that's just a simple example. And the truth is, maybe they will get it. Maybe they won't. I purposely don't look at those enclosures because I don't believe that we get things just because people say we'll get things, right? So your brain seeks familiar. Your brain likes to connect to what it knows. I want you to think right now, one area of your life that's a hot mess. And I want you to remember that game, Connect the Dots, right? I want you to connect the dots to this hot mess that you're in back to the thought process you give around this mess, right? Now, I want you to understand that your body plays a significant role in your intuition because you will feel things before you actually know things. That's because in the gut, in the belly, is your other brain, your other knowing. It is connected. It is your intuition. It is the seed of knowing in your belly. Think about the last time that you just knew something, but yet you did it anyway. Think about it. I want you to see the connection. Now, stillness, right? I couldn't get still if you paid me $1 billion. I even tattooed that bitch on my arm. Be still. I don't know if you can see it. And I'm still like, blah, right? Drumming. Drum. And if you don't have a drum, mine was a gift. If you don't have a drum, or do this. You're looking for the rhythm. The percussion for me, I feel in my heart. It just takes me deep and it just feels really good in my heart. But I want you to also understand that when somebody pushes your buttons, right? And they say something or they do something and you perceive something and then you respond, yeah, you go back at it. That's fear-based. That's going to always shut your intuition down. When you're responding, it's going to shut it down. When you are reacting, when you are in response mode, when you are being responsible, right? You're at a high vibration and you're allowing the response to flow through your belly and come up here and come out your mouth. Do you see it? How many of you respond fear-based versus responding in love? Now, to learn to respond, it's all about taking a deep breath and getting a new perspective. I know we've heard these words. The truth is, none of this stuff is new, right? None of it's new. You might be hearing it from me for the first time, but guess what? The self-help movement, the intuitive movement is a bazillion thousand years old, right? We can't create new stuff, but what we can do is create new ways of sharing and growing the existing stuff. So while you know that your thoughts create your reality, do you understand how to work that? Do you understand that you must take a breath, stop, boop, button your lip, and reframe the situation? What I see as antagonistic may not be where the other person's coming from, or vice versa. I want you to stop. I want you to reframe it. And the way that you reframe it, this is how I do it. And I just had to do it the other day because I was sure somebody was out to get me, right? Who do they think they are? Who, what? And it was my very own father. And I was stewing. I mean, I was pissed. And so, excuse me, when I was in that space of feeling that energy, all I could do was remember all of the stuff, all of the drama came flowing back. And I'm taking a walk and the wind was blowing and I heard through the wind, there is a different way to see this and you must begin now. And so I heard all of this conversation happening and I was able to see it through different eyes. And here is the one tool that you need to know to get out of your conditioned beliefs, out of your head, and start managing your anxiety. Are you ready? You got a pen and paper? If I was looking at this, insert the situation, through the eyes of source, how would I respond? Think about that. It doesn't get any simpler than that. And I'm here to tell you, and this may seem bold and it may seem like, pissy, and some of you may not like that. But the truth is, if you aren't willing to ask that question and then follow the direction, you don't want to come out of the drama. There, I said it. If you're somebody that just doesn't follow through and you just don't take direction from your gut because you're getting it, you just don't want to come out of it. There, I said it. Now, I'm going to tell you something right now. I am a no-nonsense get to the point, straight shooter. I don't mince words. I do ceremonies. I do believe in praying to the moon and all of the elements. I do teach shamanism. And here's what I know. I created a membership called Going Within. And I'm going to tell you something. It has made a difference. It has changed people's lives. And the reason I created this membership is because it changed my life. The shamanic principles, shamanism is 100,000 years old. We learn how to journey. We learn how to talk to spirit. We learn how to be who we came here to be. Now, my membership is called Going Within, and here's how much I believe in this membership. If you join and you don't get a message in our first class and you don't feel the connection to spirit, I will give you your money back. It's that simple. I don't want your money if it doesn't work for you. No way. It's $47 a month. First class is December 15th. And we're going to be learning about your astrology, your sign, and what the stars meant when you were born. So I'm going to put the link in the comments. It's called Going Within. You have nothing to lose. This is where you either change or you stay the same. And I seriously mean that. And yes, there's accountability. We have a monthly or every other month, we have Birthing Ourselves. It's a woman's group. It's the goddess within. We take 90 minutes and we birth ourselves. We meet our infant self. This membership is like no other out there. I'm not just saying this. Well, I am saying this, but it's true because it was given to me in a download in a dream. There's nothing like it. So Going Within, veronicadrake.com. Let's see who's here. Hi, JV. Hey, JV, how are you? Hey, Carol. Hi, Elise. Small Flowers. Hi. Hi, Patty. Hi, sweetheart. Hi, Petta. Let's see. Who else do we have? Hi, Clark, Studio LB. Get out of your head made sense. Clark Smith, hi. Hey guys, I'm so happy that you chose to stop by here and be part of this video. I really am. Hi, Christy, how are you? Hi, Claudia. Please, please, please consider checking out Going Within. Hi, Gayleen, how are you? It is really, I believe, the membership that will change everything. Listen, you guys have Netflix, you have a membership to your gym, you got all these memberships floating around. What are you doing to really change your life? So Nancy asks, what if you don't know when you were born? So here's the thing. When you were born, we're going to journey. And we're going to do drumming. I'm going to lead you on this journey. And, we're going to use your astrological sign, the one that you know, the one that you rely on. And we're going to just have you take a journey to the constellation, to the stars, to the astrological sign that you were born under. And we're also going to take a journey to the sun during our first class. And I am, again, guaranteeing you, if you don't journey and you don't get some sort of information, I will give you your money back. So it really is just that simple. You really have nothing to lose. And I honestly ask you this, is changing your life something you really want to do? Or are you more comfortable talking about how miserable you are? Now, if that pushed a button in you, either way, chances are you're probably more comfortable talking about how miserable you are. And you know why I know? Because it was me for a very long time, maybe the first 40 years. So I'm putting the link. So Gayleen says, I was adopted and don't know anything about my birth except a date on a certificate. So that's all we need. We need the date. Within the date tells me, or us, your horoscope, your astrological sign. That's all we're going to work with in this class. Okay. So, and spirit might tell the, yes, you're very right. Spirit might tell me. I've had some very successful, not me, but I'm the conduit. So I don't do anything except deliver the message. Spirit has given me some very successful insight for people on past lives. I mean, these lives, that I've given to people have made sense why they do what they do, why they attract what they attract, even what to do to get out of what they're in. So it's pretty powerful what spirit will do. Please consider that it's time to go within and transform all of that stuff that isn't working. Give yourself the gift of change this Christmas. And again, you don't like it, it's not for you. I don't want your money. I will give it back. No questions asked. So, I love you and thank you for showing up. And what you can expect, I'm going to do way more stuff on here teaching like this. Little snippets, miracle minutes. It's going to be little stuff, not always this long, but just stuff to inspire you, motivate you, and get you that kick in the pants that you might need so that you can listen to spirit like I do. Take care.